We talked about filtering earlier in this section, but let's review it one more time. I want to clarify a few things. So we have a list of movies, just like before. We want to filter this list and only get the movies that have more than 10 likes. So we start off by getting a stream. Then we call the filter method. Now look at the return type of this method. It returns a stream of movies. That is the reason why we can chain other stream methods after calling the filter method. So let's pass a predicate here. We get a movie and check to see if the movie has more than 10 likes. Now, this method returns a stream of movies. So it returns a new pipe. And this is the reason why we can call the filter method again to add a second filter. We can also call the map method to transform each element, or we can call the for each method. Now look at the return type of the for each method. This returns void. This is what we call a terminal operation. So the stream methods fall into two categories. Some of them are intermediate operations. The others are terminal operations. Examples of intermediate operations are map and filter. They return a new stream, a new pipe. So we can continue transforming that pipe to get the data we want. Now, terminal operations are like the for each method. These are the methods that start consuming a string. If we don't call a terminal operation, nothing is done. For example, if I simply call the filter method without applying a terminal operation, this will return a new stream. We can store it over here. Let's call it filtered. Now, if I run the program, nothing happens. We just have a recipe for getting and filtering movies. The actual filtering happens the moment we call the for each method, because this is a terminal operation. Now we get each movie and print its title. Let me remove this variable. Now here we can also extract this predicate and store it in a separate variable. Let me show you. So we can have a predicate of movie, call it is popular, and set it to this lambda expression. M goes to m.getLikes greater than 10. Now, we can make this code more readable by passing this predicate over here. So we're getting a stream from our movies collection. We're filtering them based on their popularity and then printing them. What you need to understand here is that our data source, our collection of movies, is not affected. So all the water is in this tank, but we're attaching new pipes to get a small amount of water. Next, we're going to talk about slicing a string.